customer retention, and as well as quality of cost. So in the last class also we have seen under the concept of quality of cost of prevention. So where we can able to minimize by certain cost elements so that you will be able to give the best services for the people. Now this class I would like to continue and talk on the appraisal cost. So in the name itself, they mentioned very clearly which is going to be appraisal. Example like for better understanding of this appraisal cost, depreciation versus appreciation. Depreciation versus appreciation. So what is this depreciation? Depreciation means where the asset value will be calculated and will be reduced from the value of the particular asset. Whereas appreciation means we are increasing the value of the asset. That will be called as a appreciation cost. Now depreciation, you can take an example like a machinery. Appreciation, you can take an example like a land. You bought a machinery and you use it for 3 or 4 years. The machinery value you bought for 10,000 rupees. Now you want to sell to the somebody else one specified price. Now you decided every year I am going to calculate 10% as a depreciation because the machinery value will be decreased by year, and that will be called as depreciation. That maybe 10% or 5% you can able to calculate. Appreciation, land value. Every year the land value will be going to be increased. So in what percentage that was increasing? 10% or 20%. So in the appreciation cost concepts also was explaining clearly the moment you are spending by the additional cost, you will be getting additional benefit. Additional cost or appraising your cost value, and relatively you will be getting benefits like purchasing appraisal cost, operations appraisal cost, external appraisal cost, review test and inspection data, miscellaneous quality evaluations. Now, purchasing appraisal data. When you are purchasing any materials for the past 10 years, you will be come across the concept called material value increase. 10 years back, what is the price of cement bag? 10 years back, what is the price of petrol, diesel, tomato, laptop, any product? 10 years back, what is the cost, and today what it was the cost? Whether the cost was increased or decreased? Increased only. When the cost was increasing, but even though, are we stopping to purchase? No, we are still continuing to purchase. So why are you purchasing that even the prices are very, very high? The important reason is here, when the movement of the cost or this expenditure, whatever you are spending by additionally, relative proportion you are getting the new features, additional facilities. So that will be called as a appraisal cost. New features, new quality, new designs you are going to get. So relatively purchasing price also you need to be spent little bit high. Second one, operations appraisal cost. So operational appraisal cost means which is going to be directly or indirectly involved that to completion of your activity of manufacturing of the object or products. if you want to see any kind of unfinished product, whereas behind the screen operational process were there, machinery should be required, material to be required, labor, supervisor, quality inspection, and then only we are going to see the product. Now behind the screen what it was happened, everything will be called as a operational appraisal cost. Whereas olden days versus in the current scenario, whereas the operational expenditures are incurred or decreasing, that was increasing only. Third one, external appraisal cost. So this is not only for your business, but also that other businesses where the appraisal cost were increased, and relatively that will show that effect on your business. Because of the construction of golden quartile system, national highways, what toll gates will do? They will charge money. Now, the toll gate charges are constantly, is that constant for past 10 years? No, which is going to be increased because relatively they are providing national highways to us, and whenever there is any kind of problem or damages, they were doing, and relatively they are getting money from the vehicles. And because of these additional charges, what you are paying, relatively what will you do, you will increase the prices of your product. So external elements where they are increasing the prices, you will also relatively increasing the prices of the products. So external appraisal cost also we need to be calculated. Earlier we don't have the GST, maximum we are paying VAT. But for the past 5 years, 4 years, we are very popular about the GST system. So where the cost was increased from 6 or 7% to 14%, relatively you will increase the prices of the product. Next, review of test and inspection data. So what is inspection data? What is the review of test? Whatever the expenditure you spend on the product, everything is whether that was fitted product or not. Why are you inspecting about each and every product at the organization? Because you want to know that whether relatively that is showing that positive promotion or not. Now, because of spending this review and inspection, what is the benefit for the company? Zero defect products we are going to introduce to the market. So review and as well as inspection also will be increasing that number of buyers will be showing a positive or a good interest about to buy about your products. And the last one, miscellaneous quality evaluation. So apart from that, if in case you are finding that any kind of quality related, whereas weak or poor, and immediately you are going to be replacing by the products. As we know that once they manufacture the product, immediately they will do the packing. Whereas in export or import or any place or any time, if they found that quality is not good or somewhere we are going to wasting of these materials, if they found something else, and immediately they will be changing by the quality standards of the products. So that also we need to be considered and to be monitored. Now here I have given example of simple understanding of the appraisal cost. So Mr. Edin, so he is having a small what we say like a snack shop. So in his snack shop, he will be called it as a kitchen king. So I think they might be producing any kind of burgers or French fries or something like a snack item. So in his retail business shop, he want to increase his sales. So for that, what he has done is employ the quality control staff and check each and every food processor. So whether the food processing, what they are doing, whether this is really good as per the standards are they doing or not, they want to be no. So for that, what he is doing is he appointed his salary. So he appointed that a particular employee where he will do only inspection. For this inspection purpose, he is paying per month $500. Whereas other expenditures also providing for the sake of this inspection, because you cannot able to do inspection by manually. You should be required some sort of instruments. So other costs are something else, they spend around 200. So totally appraisal cost is 700 rupees. So these extra 700 rupees dollars, whatever you are spending, and that will be representing that the qualities are low or by the medium high. By knowing that, low means they will suggest where they need to be improved. So that will give that qualitative product manufacturing. When the moment of qualitative products you are manufacturing, a relative proportion of that, your customers' buying ratio also will be increased. How many times have you visited barista coffee shop or coffee day? You will say like countable time, 5 times, 4 times. So you have seen that all these things, and relatively, finally, how many times you had your tea or a coffee at the roadside stall? Immediately you will say like n number of times. So why it was happened this kind of difference? When it comes to the coffee day, you are saying no, I'm not even visited, or you are saying 3 or 4 times. Whereas when it comes to the roadside stall or some other small hotel, you are saying n number of times I had my coffee, tea, because the quality will be available over there and relatively prices also will be there. You are taking one coffee by paying 600 rupees. That will be nice and good quality, and as well as he is providing that additional facilities also. Good air conditioner, he will never say that please go out. You will spend 1 hour, 2 hours time over there. Spacious. So you can able to spend time, you can talk to your friends or somebody else. So that is also one kind of promotion for the stalls. But you must be understand about the point of the quality. Now even you can find out in this picture also. So I have taken this from the just a minute. So this I have taken from the JioMart. So as you are aware that in the present days during the lockdown time, JioMart was entered, Tata Click also entering into the market. So what they are doing is here, you just think in a logical way. So wheat, 245 rupees wheat, they are selling for just 210 rupees. And the offer is 14%. That means you are going to save by the 35 rupees. Now, what is the appraisal cost is here? You are thinking that 35 rupees you are going to be benefit by buying these 5 kgs of the Ashirwad atta. What company will think like, instead of facing the loss of 245 rupees, at least I can get 210 rupees. Because as we know that there is a lot of difference between MRP versus and what is the price they are selling in the market. But mostly the retail outlets, what they will do as per the MRP only they will sell. But certain people in the outside or roadside, we can able to find out they are selling the product lesser than the MRP price what it was printed on the exactly product. Now here the cheese 500 grams, they are saying 218 rupees, you will get 17 rupees discount. Nivas cream 138 rupees, 60 rupees. So everywhere you are going to be find out 7 to 17%, 10% of the discount. All these things are, they are promoting their product, and relatively they are encouraging by their sales also. Now, appraisal cost related, and for your better understanding, I'm going to share with you a small video so that you will be able to find out what are the different kinds of qualitative costs, and relatively uh, what is this appraisal cost, and what how come this is going to be very important for us.
Do you know that the cost of quality accounts for 20 to 30% of the company's total sales revenue? Every organization wants to reduce their percentage, but they fail to do so because they don't understand the difference between the cost of good quality and the cost of poor quality. So if you are one of those or know someone, then this video is especially for you. So in this short video, I have explained the concept of cost of good quality and cost of poor quality along with some relevant examples. And I've also explained the quality cost curve. So don't go anywhere else, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hello, and welcome to yet another video series from Digital E-Learning, your one-stop solution for all your learning needs. So what is cost of quality? The term cost of quality is actually confusing a lot of people. The cost of quality is the total expenses incurred by an organization in achieving and maintaining the good quality as well as managing the poor quality with aim of achieving the customer satisfaction. The overall cost of quality help us make decision as to how much we need to invest in the quality. Quality cost does not just relate to manufacturing. Rather, they are related to all the activities from initial research and development, that is R&D, all the way to the customer service. So the complete product life cycle and not just the project life cycle is included while delivering the cost of quality. Phillips Crosby, who gave this concept, once said that money is the language of management. You need to show them the numbers. This was true when he first said it many years ago, and even today it is
In the last 2 years, I went from being in the job and doing things
relevant. Since then, the cost of quality concept has been continuously improved into fully developed financial model. Phillips Crosby demonstrated what a powerful tool it can be to raise the awareness of the importance of quality. As defined by Phillips Crosby in his book Quality is Free, this is where the cost of quality perspective can be very powerful in that it helps you understand where you are investing or wasting your money. That is, are you spending your money preventing defects and assuring quality, or are you spending your money performing rework and handling customer complaints? This perspective can also help you understand the difference between the actual cost of product you are producing and what cost could be if your quality was perfect. Phillips Crosby defined the cost of quality as two components: cost of good quality and cost of poor quality. He further bifurcated the cost of good quality into two sections: appraisal cost and prevention cost, and also the cost of poor quality as the internal failure cost and the external failure cost. Let us look at each one of these in more detail. So the cost of quality is basically a sum of two components: cost of poor quality and cost of good quality. So when we talk about cost of good quality, which is also known as cost of conformance, is the cost involved in making certain things which are done in right way first time, which includes prevention cost and appraisal cost. So when we talk about the prevention cost, these are the costs which are incurred to prevent or avoid quality problems. These costs are associated with design, implementation, and maintenance of quality management system. They are planned and incurred before actual operation. In short, these are the costs arise from the efforts to prevent defects from the system. So example could be your quality assurance cost. Few other examples that we can have under this category could be establishing the product specification, quality planning, new product development and testing, development of quality management system, and proper employee training. And when we talk about the appraisal cost, it is the cost that arise from the efforts to detect the defects. Example could be the quality control cost, including the incoming materials inspection, process controls, check fixtures, quality audits, and supplier assessment. So cost of good quality is basically a combination of prevention cost and appraisal cost. And when we talk about cost of poor quality, this is the cost or the money that is wasted when work failed to meet the customer requirement, which includes your internal and external failure cost, and is usually calculated by quantifying the cost of correcting, reworking, scrapping, warranties, which correspond to the failure cost. So where we have the internal failure cost are the costs which are incurred to correct defects discovered before the product or service is delivered to the end customer. Example could be the cost of rework, like fixing an internal defect or retesting it, excessive scraps, product rework, or waste due to the poorly designed process, machine breakdown. So these are the examples of internal failure cost. So when we talk about the external failure cost, so these are the costs that incurred when the product or service have been shipped to the end customer and we receive some fail to satisfy the design quality standards, and these are not detected until it is transferred to the customer. So this could be in the form of service and repair cost, warranty claims, customer complaints, product and material returns, incorrect sales order, incomplete BOM, shipping damage due to inadequate packaging. So this internal failure cost and external failure cost will give you the cost of poor quality. And when you add both this cost of poor quality and cost of good quality, you will get the total cost of quality, which is nothing but simply a sum of prevention cost, appraisal cost, and the failure cost, including both internal and external. Quality cost curve. The goal of quality cost curve is to find the level of quality that minimizes the total cost of quality. This is because the associated cost of non-quality increases exponentially as the product moves from manufacturing to distribution and finally to the end customer. So in this quality cost curve, the x-axis represents the quality level, which moves from 0% conformance on the left to the 100% conformance on the right, and y-axis represents the cost per goods unit of production. So as you move from 0% conformance to 100% conformance on the quality level, the prevention cost and the appraisal cost increases linearly, and the failure costs, which is a sum of internal and external, will begin to decrease sharply. And the total cost of quality, which is a sum of prevention cost, appraisal cost, and the failure cost, will also decrease sharply. One key conclusion that Juran is communicating via this quality cost curve is that the total cost of quality is lowest at a point where the conformance is 100%. At this point, the total cost simply equals the cost of prevention and appraisal, and there is no component of failure cost. A general rule of thumb, that is 1 to 10 to 100 rule, which means that $1 spent on prevention will save $10 on appraisal and $100 on the failure cost. In short, it means that when compared to prevention activities costing $1, the poor quality, it is 10 times more costly than undefined during the appraisal cost and 100 times more
What is design thinking? At its simplest, it's a way of
costly when undefined during after the product has been shipped. So it is better to invest in prevention activities that will reduce your appraisal cost and finally your failure cost. So investment in prevention activities offers the best return. Let us see some of the strategies that we can employ to control this cost. So the first strategy that we can use is to eliminate the failure cost. That is, we should take a direct attack on the failure cost in an attempt to drive them to zero. We should try to eliminate the failure cost at all from the system. Next is to invest in right prevention activities to bring about more continuous improvement. Reduce the appraisal cost according to the results that you achieve from testing. And finally, continuously improve and evaluate and redirect prevention efforts to gain further improvement in your process. Let us look at some examples here. We'll start with prevention cost. So under prevention cost, we have training, process capability studies, process validation, forecasting, prototyping testing, market research and survey. Under appraisal cost, we have inspection and testing, product and process audit, calibration, document and drawing check, measurement equipment. Under internal failure, we can have rework, scraps, accidents, sorting, and corrective action. And under external failure, we have complaints from customer, return goods and product recalls, warranty claims, penalties, and goodwill and bad debt, and lost sales.
But anyway, next class we
So
are
that
going.
is all I have on this.
But anyway, in the next class we are going to see that the internal failure and external failure of other cost elements also.